Peace, rise and shine, my people of the light, this cosmic energy that is rising, going gamma on the universe and awakening nature's beautiful children. Today's class, we're gonna do on one of my favorite books, The Feeling by Neville Goddard. I forgot how to say his last name, but I post his book so much because I have learned so much about this monopoly system that we're in, our imaginations, and how the game's played, and how it works, and also why when I'm in the streets, so emotional, from all the different energies and spirits and vibrations that's out there, and lost and confusion. And then I embody it. And if you don't know how to get rid of it, it'll be in you. And I used to wonder when I was younger, when I was in that demonic mindset, like we used to go looking for people to rob, and there would be people that wouldn't even pay us no mind, right? And I wouldn't even, and probably they had the money, but we wouldn't rob them. We would go with the people that paid us attention, the people that showed us fear, like that were in this mindset, that knew what we were up to. And it's like that. It's like we're like magnets. So we attract what we want in life. And if we believe that we're cops and robbers, Indians and cowboys, criminals and gangsters, and not realize the banksters and the scientists and all these other things that are happening inside of the realm, but outside of our city, put it that way. And, that's why they say all is mind, because so much can be done once you control the mind. All right. And have you believing, because remember, nature has a design for you. That's why I love nature. Mother Nature, I love you. Has a design. That's why I always check for the birds, check for the animals, check for the insects, check for the stars. They there, I'm good. Because nature has her own code, They have its own code. Let me say that, because it's a bunch of elements there. Masculine, feminine, protons, electrons, electromagnetism, so much happening. And then all the celestial bodies and what's going on out there. And in this space of the United States, there we go. And they, in this monopoly game where they got a lot of us playing checkers, moving, 1 or 2, maybe 3 steps ahead. King me, while they 5, 6, 7, 12 steps ahead, and know the game, know the setting, know the rules, because they created it. And we don't know the rules because we don't understand nature. We don't look at nature like the ancestors used to do. And that's why I love observing ancient culture and observing indigenous pure cultures, because they are all spiritual. They're all dealing with the spirit realm. And the physical is the last thing they're worried about. So you couldn't go into the tribe in Brazil, in the jungles, if your spirit wasn't right. All right. They would eat you alive because of, the forces that are out here. It's so beautiful once you start getting into the science of nature. But I went over the minutes that I wanted to do. So let's just jump right into the book, The Feeling. I hope you got my point that I'm trying to make. Your heart, your deeds, your sins has to be light as a feather, man, in order to get to this next level. And the only way you're going to do that is by processing this.
Originally published by G&J Publishing Company in 1944.
And owning everything that's
This recording is a production of the Master Key Society. Copyright 2021, Master Key Society.
The Master Key.
Of making many books, there is no end. Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 12.
Ooh, let's go. I got my book.
He that would perfect himself in any art whatsoever Let him betake himself to the reading of some sure and certain work upon his art many times over. For to read many books upon your art produceth confusion rather than learning.
Yeah, it does.
Old saying.
That's why you got to study your art. And my art
Forward.
is being,
This book is concerned with the art of realizing your desire. It gives you an account of the mechanism used in the production of the visible world. It is a small book, but not slight. There is a treasure in it, a clearly defined road to the realization of your dreams. Were it possible to carry conviction to another by means of reasoned arguments and detailed instances, this book would be many times its size. It is seldom possible, however, to do so by means of written statements or arguments, since to the suspended judgment it always seems plausible to say that the author was dishonest or deluded, and therefore his evidence was tainted. Consequently, I have purposely omitted all arguments and testimonials, and simply challenge the open-minded reader to practice the law of consciousness as revealed in this book. Personal success will prove far more convincing than all the books that could be written on the subject.
You hear that?
Neville.
That's his name, Neville.
Chapter 1. Law and its operation. The world and all within it is man's conditioned consciousness objectified. Consciousness is the cause as well as the substance of the entire world. So it is to consciousness that we must turn if we would discover the secret of creation. Knowledge of the law of consciousness and the method of operating this law will enable you to accomplish all you desire in life.
For real.
Armed with a working knowledge of this law, you can build and maintain an ideal world. Consciousness is the one and only reality, not figuratively, but actually. This reality may, for the sake of clarity, be likened unto a stream which is divided into two parts, the conscious and the subconscious. In order to intelligently operate the law of consciousness, it is necessary to understand the relationship between the conscious and the subconscious. The conscious is personal and selective. The subconscious is impersonal and non-selective.
I'm crazy.
The conscious is the realm of effect. The subconscious is the realm of cause.
See, cause and effect.
These two aspects are the male and female divisions of consciousness.
The masculine, feminine.
The conscious is male, the subconscious is female.
There you go.
The conscious generates ideas and impresses these ideas on the subconscious. The subconscious receives ideas and gives form and expression to them. By this law, first conceiving an idea and then impressing the idea conceived on the subconscious, all things evolve out of consciousness. And without this sequence, there is not anything made that is made. The conscious impresses the subconscious, while the subconscious expresses all that is impressed upon it.
That's why I love this book.
The subconscious does not originate ideas, but accepts as true those which the conscious mind feels to be true, and in a way known only to itself, objectifies the accepted ideas.
4 years ago. And now
therefore, through his power to imagine and feel and his freedom to choose the idea he will entertain, man has control over creation. Control of the subconscious is accomplished through control of your ideas and feelings.
Emotions.
The mechanism of creation is hidden in the very depth of the subconscious, the female aspect or womb of creation. The subconscious transcends reason and is independent of induction. It contemplates a feeling as a fact existing within itself, and on this assumption proceeds to give expression to it. The creative process begins with an idea, and its cycle runs its course as a feeling, and ends in a volition to act. Ideas are impressed on the subconscious through the medium of feeling. No idea can be impressed on the subconscious until it is felt, but once felt, be it good, bad, or indifferent, it must be expressed. Feeling is the one and only medium through which ideas are conveyed to the subconscious. Therefore, the man who does not control his feeling may easily impress the subconscious with undesirable states.
Wow.
By control of feeling is not meant restraint or suppression of your feeling, but rather the disciplining of self to imagine and entertain only such feeling as contributes to your happiness.
Wow, you hear that?
Control of your...
All right. I can't get any more. Y'all know why? Because I'm at that mark. And I won't be on Facebook posting these videos, like I said, because there is so many restrictions. So I'm sticking with Instagram and YouTube for now until I figure out my own page that I'm going to create eventually. So one time for the one time, remember feelings, thoughts, emotions, what's real and what's not real. You can make the fake world your reality, So stick with your nature and your design and go within. Peace, love, and light.